Welcome to the SEPCO seated system, which revolutionizes the packing installation procedure. This system will bring your plant program to a new level. The most important part of the packing replacement process is, of course, the installation. Millwrights and mechanics have been given packing hooks for packing removal, but never tools to properly install the replacement. It is very important to properly seat and expand the rings. You not only avoid glazing and burning of the rings, but once the rings are squared, you achieve a much more effective seal. This also extends the life of the packing. The seated system works as follows. Included in the seated kit are spacers of various cross sections in 2 and 4 foot lengths. These spacers are cut to shaft size and used as an extension of the gland follower to properly load and expand each packing ring during installation. To use the seated system, simply lubricate and install the packing rings as you would normally. Notice that each seated spacer is the equivalent of 2 packing rings and 3 packing rings in width. For the first 2 rings installed, use both spacers for a total of 5 rings in width. Install your gland follower and tighten the gland bolts down to 35 to 40 foot-pounds torque. This expands the packing ring properly, creating a seal. You must use the gland bolts to apply proper load. Repeat the process utilizing the required seated spacers as needed. Notice the difference in space between the seated and unseated rings. The seated ring joints are much tighter and squared. This is part of the process of fitting the rings to your stuffing box, compensating for sleeve and stuffing box wear and off-centered shafts. As you install the 4th ring, notice how the gap between the packing ring closes and squares. This compression force only allows this ring to fill the space between the sleeve and the box bore. Don't worry about overcompression, as the packing ring will relax and overcompression is not possible. When installing the final ring, use the same installation process. Loosen the gland bolts after compression, allowing the packing set to recover and relax. After about 3 to 5 minutes, tighten the gland bolts finger tight and then 2 flats. Establish flush water flow and pressure at 15 to 20 psi above stuffing box pressure, and adjust the gland bolts 1 flat at a time until the external leakage rate is 10 to 20 drops per minute per inch of shaft size.